All right, guys. So excited to be here today with my friend and business partner, Orit. We are both very active at our gyms, and we wanted to come at you guys because there's a lot of questions around exercise in general on the cleanse. So Orit, I'm going to let you go ahead and get started. Talk a little bit about you're in it all the time. You're in an environment that participates in the cleanse at times. You've done it and you exercise consistently. So let's hear from you what Shaklee suggests and then kind of what you've experienced.
All right, thank you. So the truth is, we really want to just kind of set realistic expectations. Obviously, the goal of this cleanse is to really restrict yourself and what you're eating. And I think it's really important because the more we're able to do that, the better we're going to feel and the better our results are going to be utilizing the cleanse as instructed, which means no sugar, no caffeine, no alcohol, no protein, all of that. It's really important for our bodies to be able to metabolize and really clean itself out. And as soon as we input sugar or dairy or even protein, which is really hard to metabolize, it's going to show. It's going to change kind of what our results ultimately. So I work out kind of sometimes more, really not the best person to follow the rest day protocol. I probably should rest day or two. But what I've noticed is it's important to kind of change what you're doing. So if you're able to take a week off from exercising, go for a walk. I'm sure if you have an animal, the dog would love to be your companion for that week. Go do yoga, Pilates. I think if you're really willing to mix it up and try something new or continue doing something just a little bit scaled back, it'll definitely help. I'm not great at that. So I'm being full disclosure, completely honest. I miss my workouts. So I go more to like a boot camp environment. I will lift lighter weights on the days where we are doing weights. And on cardio days, I make sure that I'm hydrating a lot more than usual, even before my class, because I usually don't drink a lot before my class. But I find it's really helpful for me to drink a lot more before the class. Obviously throughout, I'm taking water breaks and then load up afterwards. There's even apps that will remind you to drink. So I highly recommend that. And I think it's really important. That being said, like we've discussed several times, I was really nervous when I first did the cleanse because I'm thinking I need protein to sleep. I don't sleep well without protein. And obviously on days where I do work out, I have a harder time. I don't like being hungry. But I was really surprised after doing it the first time that I wasn't as hungry as I expected because I just had alternatives in the house. So for me, I made guacamole, which is a huge help for me because it's easy to snack on. It's a great dip. So for the vegetables, a lot of people don't like to eat fresh vegetables kind of just raw and it's bland. So I can eat that. And then I'm not a tomato person, but I actually made a homemade salsa. So that also just kind of mixes it up a little bit and gives you a lot of variety. And then I think it's really important to really listen to your body. So if you work out in the morning, I highly recommend trying to go without all of the protein. It's really, really important. I think you'll feel the benefits so much better. But if you're sitting around the time that you're going to sit and have like your lunch, like listen to your body. If you need, an organic hard-boiled egg, have a hard-boiled egg. I recommend having half of the Life Shake, like one serving, which is one scoop instead of two, because I find that pacifies me and is actually more than I need to get through the entire day. And we have so many recipes. I know Cindy and I were just talking, and I'm going to let her speak. Potato hash has been really look at that recipe and try and incorporate that into your day.
Awesome.
As well. But ultimately listen to your body. It is so much better for you to do something and have that hard-boiled egg or have half a shake than quit. Like your results will be so much better even with it than they would be if you just say, I'm defeated. And if you're not sure, ask, because chances are one of us has experienced that and we can help. And also someone else in this group is definitely feeling similar things. So you're going to be helping them by reaching out.
Definitely. So thanks, Orit. So I also wanted to also comment. So Orit had talked about going lighter on the weights. So if you are a person that has like a leg day or lifting day, I suggest that definitely is not part of your 7 days. I would instead, go walk on the treadmill or take a HIIT class or something like that, because when you lift, you must replenish with protein, or else your muscles are your body's just gonna feel like crap. So I really suggest that if you are one of those people that likes to lift heavy and have lifting days, please exclude those for these 7 days and find an alternative exercise. On the flip side, if you're doing a ton of cardio, I would highly suggest that you quote unquote carb up after. So you really want to refill those glycogen stores. So for instance, we have a challenger this week that started a week early, and she was talking about how she is feeling great. So she works out at 5:30 in the morning, goes home, has the sweet potato hash, which is a recipe that you'll find in our recipe guide. And she also has a half of an avocado. That is amazing fat, and that's amazing carbs. Great for glycogen replenishment because of the sugars in the sweet potato. So she is setting herself up for having an amazing day after taking a high intensity interval training class. So that was awesome and a great light bulb moment for her. So I highly recommend. So a lot of people on the cleanse that aren't working out will typically have like a piece of fruit and an herbal tea. That will not sustain you if you work out. So please make sure that you're making smart decisions. That sweet potato hash can be made well in advance, and you can just heat it up in a skillet and have that with a half an avocado, and it is a fantastic breakfast. So again, Orit had covered hydration, which is so important to double hydrate almost, especially on these cleanse days. We want to hydrate anyway, but if you exercise, it's more. And just really listen to your body. So that's really all we wanted to share with you guys today. Wanted to keep this short and sweet. And again, like Orit said, we encourage you guys to just, if you're feeling it, send out a text, shoot it, add a comment in our group. We're happy to answer you and support you any way that we can, but we want you to finish and then have an amazing 30 days versus quitting. So there's always a way. There's always a way to combat any sort of stumbling blocks that you may run into. So anyway, we hope you guys have an amazing cleanse, and we are here for you. We are your cheerleaders. We'll be doing it along with you, and we're just so excited. Anything else, Orit?
That's it. Good luck.
Bye.
Bye.